If you were praised for being mature for your age when you were a kid, it wasn't a compliment. It was a symptom. In psychology, there is a hidden phenomenon called parentification, where a child is forced to grow up too fast because the adults around them couldn't or wouldn't step up. To the outside world, you looked like the perfect kid, responsible, quiet, and fiercely independent. But underneath, your brain was adjusting to a dangerous survival mechanism. In this video, we are going to break down the exact psychological blueprint of what happens when a child skips their childhood, how it secretly controls your adult life, and the hidden cost of being the strong one. Before we dive deep into the psychology of hyperindependence, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Welcome to the Brain Box, your ultimate guide to decoding the human mind and understanding the hidden patterns behind why we think, act, and feel the way we do. If you're ready to finally understand the pieces of yourself you've been forced to hide, let's begin. When we see a child who cooks, cleans, handles their younger siblings, or acts as a calm mediator during family arguments, society cheers. Teachers call them a joy to have in class. Relatives praise them for being so reliable. But developmental psychology reveals a completely different story. According to psychologists like Erik Erikson, childhood is structured in critical, unskippable stages. Each stage has a specific purpose: to let the child explore, make mistakes, play, and learn that the world is a safe place to fail. When a child is thrust into adult responsibilities, either practically, by managing a household, or emotionally, by acting as their parent's therapist, their psychological development experiences a massive, permanent shift. They are forced to bypass the play stage entirely. Play is not just entertainment. It is the neurological foundation for building boundaries and learning how to take risks without fear. Without it, a child learns a terrifying rule about reality: mistakes are dangerous. Peace is fragile. And I am the only one responsible for keeping it together. This brings us to the first major psychological scar carried into adulthood: hyperindependence. When the adults in a child's life are physically absent, emotionally unstable, or consistently overwhelmed, the child's brain undergoes a profound realization. They look around and internalize a heavy core belief: no one is coming to save me. If I don't do it, it won't get done. As this child grows into an adult, this survival mechanism mutates into a crippling inability to rely on anyone else. If you grew up too fast, you don't just prefer doing things yourself, you are genuinely terrified of asking for help. To your subconscious mind, needing someone else feels like a massive safety risk. You view vulnerability as a weakness, and delegating a task triggers intense anxiety because your brain still believes that if you let your guard down for even a second, everything will collapse. You would literally rather burn out, work yourself to exhaustion, and carry the weight of the world alone than ask a friend, partner, or colleague to assist you. Parentification doesn't just happen through chores and bills. The most damaging type is emotional parentification. This happens when a parent treats their child as an emotional confidant, a partner, or a buffer against the chaos of life. The child listens to problems they aren't old enough to comprehend, comforting a crying adult when it should be the other way around. To survive in this environment, the child's brain develops a highly specialized radar: hypervigilance. You learn to read a room in a split second. You become a master at decoding microscopic changes in facial expressions, shifts in tone of voice, or even the heavy sound of a door closing. You learn to suppress your own emotions, your own anger, and your own needs because you realize the adults around you don't have the emotional capacity to handle them. You become the chronic people pleaser. As an adult, you walk around with a crushing sense of empathy, feeling entirely responsible for the happiness, comfort, and emotional stability of everyone in your orbit, while your own inner world remains completely neglected. When a child grows up too fast, their self-worth becomes entirely transactional. They learn very early on that they aren't loved simply for existing. They are praised and valued for their utility. They receive validation only when they are being useful, being quiet, fixing a problem, or achieving something. In adulthood, this creates the identity of the fixer. If you aren't actively solving a crisis, helping someone through a trauma, or working relentlessly toward a goal, you feel a deep, suffocating sense of guilt and worthlessness. Relaxation feels like a sin. Sitting still triggers an underlying panic because your brain associates rest with being useless, and being useless means you are unsafe. This makes you incredibly magnetic to lopsided relationships. You naturally gravitate toward people who are chaotic, broken, or need saving, because acting as a manager or a therapist is the only dynamic where you feel secure and valuable. You don't know how to be loved for who you are, only for what you can provide. The world taught you that you had to be strong before it ever taught you that you were allowed to be a child. But the survival mode that got you through your past is the very thing blocking you from your future. It is time to put down the weight you were never meant to carry. If this video felt like a look into your own life, you are not alone in this journey. Let me know your thoughts and your own experiences in the comments below. I read every single one. Thank you for watching this episode of The Brain Box. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this today, and subscribe for more deep dives into the human psyche. See you in the next video.